Do you feel the vibes?
All right, hello. Welcome back to NHL 17 Carolina Hurricanes Season 3, Episode 11 of GM Mode Commentary. In this episode, we are going to start Season 3, and we just finished up Season 2 last season, so we got the preseason. We are a much better team than last season. Last season, I think our overalls was like 88, 88, 88. Look at our overalls now. I told you we were getting a team that's going to grow and be really good in the next few years, and we're still growing and being really good in the next few years. Look at that. 91, 90, 91, and we are still growing a ton. Let me show you these rosters here real quick. So I'm going to show you that we are still growing a ton, and we are probably going to be a Stanley Cup team in the next year or two. So to start off, big free agent signings. Evander Kane up here on the first line. Kyle Turris and Elias Lindholm. So we still don't have any big, huge guns up here on the first line, but we do have a bunch of guys up and coming. This guy, Dylan Strome, 83 at 21 years of age. He's going to go up, probably be a 90 overall, or 88 Turris, something like that. And 19-year-old Maxime Comtois and Nolan Patrick are on our third line this year, starting for Season 3. These guys are definitely going to start growing a ton, and these guys will end up becoming like a 90 overall, 92 overall players all the way up here. So we will get those 90 overall players in time. It'll be 2-3 years, and they will be 90 plus overall players, and we will fix our whole lineup of players. When that happens, we probably will either trade for Turris or get a draft pick for him, so we'll have somebody good to take his place. So in that time, if we just say these guys just disappear, maybe just go to draft picks, Lindholm will come down, only 23 years of age. He'll be 25, 26 by then. All these guys will be 26. They'll all be about 85, 86. A big second line right here, plus these guys that are all going to be 90s overall in the first line. So a full, amazing first line. And then we'll have Giuseppe coming in about 84, 84, 84. These guys right here. And then we'll have a fourth line fill in maybe with those few guys that I got. We'll figure out something to get a fourth line together. And then defense, big free agent signing, the biggest free agent signing. 91 overall, Marc-Edouard Vlasic. So we finally got our 90 overall on defense. He's going to help out Dougie Hamilton. Finally, he's going to get some sort of help because he hasn't gotten too much recently. Chai Charon, like I said, this guy's 20. He's got probably the highest trade value on our team right now. So this guy is definitely going to be a 90 plus overall, 94 maybe even. So he is going to be our lead defensive player really soon. Probably playing along Hamilton for a few more years. Pesce is still growing. He can get up 85, 86 maybe. Slavin's still growing. He can get 85, 86. Something like there. Fleury is growing. He's 22. He'll probably end up being a second liner behind Sharon. So we'll have our defense covered. And our goalies, look at this. Korpisalo grew to a 90 yet. He is 24. And he's a goalie, so he has still a lot of time to grow. Goalies usually last a little bit longer than every other player. So this guy is still growing. He's a 90 overall now. Magnus Hallberg down here, having him there. But our one problem is, if we go to our goalies in the AHL, Fitzpatrick is down here. This guy is still going to grow, so we could even get some trade value from this dude. Fitzpatrick's already an 83 overall. So this guy could even be our backup now, or we can keep him in the AHL and with Gustafsson and work with him there. Gustafsson still needs to gain another point so he can still grow over Magnus Hallberg. So I think we need to start him here, but he can be a good trade value and maybe get a 90 overall and make a playoff run here. So trade deadline, Evan Fitzpatrick for a forward that will be a 90 plus overall, make us a playoff contender easily. So playoffs I definitely see in this season. So everything is ready. We're going to start the simming. I don't really have to do anything with captains or any lines or anything for the AHL. I don't really care too much about them. They're all just growing to maybe make the NHL. So starting off the season, let's get right into it. All right, so let's sim our preseason games. Don't really care about those. Give them Nolan Patrick some time up in the NHL and Maxime Comtois. So scouting assignment. I had the scouting assignment. Let's go 29, 25, 29. Get those forward scouted. Okay, 9-0 win to start it off in the preseason. That's got to help them out. Make these guys ready for the season, because they're going to be playing third line. All right, here we go. All right, the start of the season, I'm going to sim up to about here, about midway, a month and a half. If we're not doing too well, I'm going to make some changes to our power play and our penalty kill and maybe get us a few more wins out of there. Let's just see how the preseason went for Maxime Comtois and Nolan Patrick, see if they gained anything. So Maxime Comtois went up to a 79. That is really good. 77 still for Nolan Patrick. I might have him play fourth line. We'll see how it. We might end up doing that. We'll give him a month and a half. They don't end up performing. We still need to get these wins and make a playoff possible run. So my controller just fell. I didn't mean to do that. So give them a month and a half. See how they do. See are we contender yet? Yes, we look at that. We are a contender. So in one off season, we went from a rebuilder all the way up to a contender to start off the season. So yeah, we are fully ready to make the playoffs, and we are still growing. So I see playoffs this year, maybe not the Stanley Cup this year, but Stanley Cup next year. And multiple will come after that. So by season 4, my goal is Stanley Cup from the Carolina Hurricanes that have no possible way of making a Stanley Cup before. There was no way they were going to make that. There was no way they were going to make it season 2. Season 3 possibly, but all right. So 1-2-1, 1-3-1. If we end up losing so many games right away off the bat, I'm going to end up making some changes at the end of the month. Need these wins, man. We need these wins. If we get one win out of here, I'll keep it going to the end of the month. All right. Yeah, we got 2 wins. Edit that scouting assignment. Let's go 25. There we go. Much better start to the season. Look at that. 8-4-2. Nine, 4-2 to start off the season. Let's check on all the stats. Let's see how the players are doing. Let's see how Maxime Comtois and Nolan Patrick are doing on the third line there. So Patrick went up. Maxime Comtois still there. Stat Central. Rask leading the team in points so far. How is Maxime Comtois? Maxime Comtois got 7 points on line 3, so that's doing good. Nolan Patrick's 4. Strome's got 4. All right. Let's check to see how our power play and penalty kill are doing. Look at that. Second in the league right now. Power play is good. Penalty kill is good. Awesome. Great way to start the season. 20% and 80%. All right. Well, we have the third position right now. So hopefully that will continue to improve. Let's sim all the way up to right here. 5-3 win. We got 2 wins right off the bat there. Overtime win. Nice. We need those. Every single win we need. Shootout loss. New York Rangers. We are win. Nice. Let's keep these wins coming. Shootout loss, shootout win. Wow. What a change to the season in one off season. 15-6-4. We are just doing well, getting those draft picks that we drafted. 8-5 win. Wow. 21-6-4. What a start. That is good enough to possibly be first in the league right now. Well, if we keep this up, I want fucking Stanley Cup in the third year. That would be amazing. God damn it, I jinxed it. 2 losses right after saying that. I gotta stop saying that stuff. Come on, win. Alright, let's look and see how everybody's doing. I'll have to do some upgrade and maintain, keep the arena going good. 92, 90. So we are first right now. Stats Central, we are first. Teuvo Teravainen leading the team in points. Rask, Vander Kane. Maybe I'll bring up Teuvo Teravainen up there to the first line. How is Lindholm? Yeah, I'll bring up Teuvo Teravainen in the first line over Lindholm. Strome, 84. Grew to 84. Edward Vlad. All these guys just doing amazing. Nolan Patrick, 78. All right. Team stats. Let's see, where are we right now in the whole league? We are second in the whole league right now. That is good. As I go and look at the, let me do the arena and facilities. I'll look at the owner goals in a second. So the concessions need to be repaired. People are going to get mad about that. Upper bowl needs to be repaired. Everything else is good. Let me look at the owner goals, and that will show me the contender. We are still a contender. We could even go all the way up to champion, the top one. All right. So manage rosters. See where everyone, there's growth. Strom 84, Steel 83. A good freaking line. Both these guys are growing. We have a good lineup. Since these guys are so young, I think I'm going to help Strom out a little bit more. Put those guys on the fourth line. But I want to give these guys power play time so they still get their time down here. Defense. Fleury Chicheron hasn't grown. I'm surprised. I thought he would grow a little bit more. All right. Well, offense, defense. I'm gonna bring Chicheron down here. He is all defense get a ton of time. Even if they're third, there's really like a 4-minute difference from first and third because they cycle all of the defense. So I'm going to bring him down with Fleury, have those guys keep growing side by side. It's not going to do too much difference for the time. I'll give him some penalty kill time as well. Give him the time. Dougie Hamilton, Vlasic, Teravainen, Turris, Kane, Lindholm. So, second line power play, I want to give these guys Maxime Comtois and Nolan Patrick. Just so they get their time in. Be there with Rask. And 4-man power play. Keep 4-man power play that. Penalty kill. Fleury, and I want to give penalty kill time to Chicheron. And that's good. All right. Just so everyone gets their time. All right, good. I do have to look at the AHL right here real quick because Fitzpatrick is definitely growing a ton right now. AHL, bunch of guys that are possibly coming up to the AHL. Bean is up to 80 now. I don't have space for him now. Bean's up to 80, so Bean I could possibly trade over. Goalies. Fitzpatrick's up to an 84. All right, so yeah, I have to leave that 80. He's still growing. So I'll sim to the trade deadline, and we'll see. Sim up to the trade deadline, and we'll trade. See how we're doing. We'll go up to, all the way up to the trade deadline. We've got a good lineup. Got a good good set of players. We can get that last little trade in there. Mid-season, just getting a few rests up. See how we do. It's going to be a hard game against Boston. Shootout win. Come on, win. Yes. Still need these wins. Everyone still counts here. Still need these wins. Oh, yeah. Season 3. 30 wins by the All-Star break in Season 3. That is good. Oh, we beat Los Angeles. They had a good team. 4-3 win, 33-15-4. Crazy good record right now. We might even be President's Trophies winners. All depends on these last few games. I don't think so. I don't think we'll come in the top 5 probably. I don't think with the 15 losses so far, it's kind of hard to be President's Trophies right now. All right, so up to the trade deadline, we are going in almost 40 wins. That is amazing. Coming from trade deadline before we had like 20 wins. All right, so 39 wins, 16 losses, and 6. So this is where we make that final push to making a champion team, possibly winning the Stanley Cup. Edit lines. Maxime Comtois up to 81. Nolan Patrick 79. So really good. Defense. Chaisharon grew. I'm gonna bring him back up. Slavin back down. Bring back Chaisharon up. Goalies. Korpisalo up to a 92 overall. That's why we're staying in. 92 overall. Korpisalo. I gotta look at the defense. Bean is up to still at an 80. Goalies. I think it's time for Fitzpatrick to go. That or we have him in the backup spot. Let's see. What is his trade value? Fitzpatrick, no, not that much trade value. I thought there was going to be a lot more. So I might end up just bringing up Fitzpatrick. Because this is only going to give me somebody. That'll give me an 83 overall 21-year-old. So another prospect. Or 85s. So I'm just going to bring up Fitzpatrick. I'll send down Magnus Hellberg. Gustafson's still going up, so I'm not going to trade at all. I'm going to just bring up Fitzpatrick and send down Hallberg. They'll still get their time. Fitzpatrick's going to get a lot less time, so I just won't be able to grow him too much. Oh, I want to go to roster moves. So Hellberg down, Fitzpatrick up. Hellberg's got waivers, but I don't care. If he gets claimed, I still have that one guy to replace him. Gustafsson start. And NHL. So really good goalie core. 84 overall Fitzpatrick and 92 overall Jonas Korpisalo. That is really good. Starting lineups, like I see, like, because we have so much depth right now, and these guys are coming up still. We have so much depth that it doesn't even matter. Our depth is what's doing it. We don't need a 90 overall. We've got our depth, and we've got our defense that are still getting better. Hamilton went up 89 because we got Vlasic helping him out. All right, so huge rebuild by year 3. Let me see, owner goals and relocation. Let's see, are we a champion team? We are still a contender. So let's see how far we go. I'm gonna look at the stats real quick. We are first in our division. 94 goalie, 92 defense. Oh, Teuvo Teravainen. I wanted to put him up on the first line. Lindholm's only got 33. Teuvo Teravainen's got 54. I feel like Teravainen's going to do a lot better up there. I want to look at the stats real quick. All right, so entire league. We are second in the entire league. That is really good, boys. Third year, and we are second in the league. We are shutting them down defensively. Power play is doing good. Our penalty kill is doing good. That's what we need. So, Teuvo Teravainen up to the first line. Bring down Lindholm. At these lines real quick. So, yep, Teravainen, Lindholm. Switch that up there. All right, we'll see how that ends up working out for us. So 88, 88, 86, 85, 86, 85, 83, 83, 83, 81, 83, 79. And these two are growing a ton. Strome actually went down a point. Maybe I'll bring up Comtois and Patrick back up to the third line. Let me switch that back. Let's get those second liners back. Lindholm. No, I think I'm gonna keep Comtois up there. 4-man I didn't do anything with. Got Chase around. I had Dougie Hamilton up here. All right, cool, good. So, wow. So, boys, that is a possible Stanley Cup team right there in the third year from going from nothing to something real quick. 92, 91, 94. That looks like a Stanley Cup team right there, and they're still growing. Every single stat is still growing. So that looks really good right now. That looks really good, boys. All right, well, if you like this video, like it, thumbs up. If you want to see more comments, subscribe. And next video, we will be going up to the playoffs. So tune into the next video. I think this was number 11. Number 12 will be the playoffs. So watch out for that one. And I will see you in the next video.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through.